Anyway, our next comedian also will be doing clean. I split up the clean people a little bit. Make some noise now for Eleanore Ryan.
This is awful. This is like the bane of my existence, clean stuff. Cleaning the house, cleaning my car, anything. Like, please don't make me do it. I'm 3 years sober in a couple days. It took me like 25 years to get there. I was such a good addict, an Olympian of the pills, you know what I mean? I grew up during the height of Oxycontin. Like, they were giving them to you for a paper cut. It cost me $20,000 to get sober and 3 years for my friends to convince me that mushrooms don't count. Dude, my homie gave me a whole bag of them, and I was like, yeah, because you know I'm a thug. Like, a couple wasn't going to do. And he's like, yeah, but just eat them one at a time. I was like, shut up. Bro, so I go home, and I eat 3, right? Because if 2 are good, I'm eating 3. So I ate 3, and I waited 7 minutes, because I don't know how versed you guys are in pharmaceuticals, but that's how long it takes for a Valium to work. 7 minutes. Nothing happened. I was like, these are bunk. That's a terrible friend. And I ate the whole bag. Bro, 45 minutes later, kill me now. And I got so upset. You guys, I was like, I'll just close my eyes. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. So then I was like, I'll just open my eyes for 7 hours. And then when I sobered up the next morning and realized that I had eaten a whole bag of anything and didn't clean my house, never again. Never again. So I'm just still learning how to be sober, like PNW sober. I'm also a mom in my recovery. That's really what I focus on. I have an 18-year-old daughter, and I'm a retired hooker, and she's not versed well to do anything I'm good at, right? She's kind of a show-off. She does show-off things like read books. I don't even know how this happened, right? She wants me to take her to tour the college. It took me 5 days to figure out where I was going to park. And every parent had Hoka shoes on. I'm not versed for this. I went in flats for 5 miles. I chafed the whole way through. But she's really smart. She's getting into any college that she applies to. So finally I said, stop applying. We'll just fix this really fast. But she knows. She's so much different than me. But I'm convinced God has a sense of humor, because the other day she came to me and she said, I have to tell you that there is a significant price difference between Western Oregon University and the University of Oregon. And in that moment, I'm pretty sure I had a tiny stroke. And then I said, all right, what kind of preference are we talking, sweet baby? And she told me in a currency that I could wrap my retired hooker mind around. And she says, I don't want you to worry. It's only the price of 7,582 hand jobs.
That's a lot of money.
Bro, I didn't miss a beat. I was like, Mama's on it. You can be a doctor. It's fine. I've been training for this my whole life. We had to have the birth control talk because she's going off to college. So I was like, I really wanted to make sure I'd done everything I was supposed to do as a mother to make sure she was safe. So she's asked me, well, you're well versed in the arena. And I was like, thank you. What's your favorite birth control? And I said, to be honest, especially my celibacy, I speak to men. Just get to campus, have conversations with men, dry a little up, and you won't want to. And it's crazy, and this is because I'm hood educated, like I'm street smart, and she's not. She's very book smart. And I knew that the other day when I just said make the mashed potatoes, and I left, and I came back, and I looked into the pot where there were 3 large bakers that had been skinned, and they were just full. They were full size in the water. And I looked at her and I said, dude, these are going to take 7 hours. And she said, I don't know what you expect. I Googled it. So the person that'll do brain surgery in 5 years also Googles how to boil a potato. So that's scary. My kids sometimes, we're pretty removed from when I lost my mind for a brief moment in time. And every once in a while they'll be like, because I got the guilts, I got the Catholicism in me. Catholic guilts are the worst. So I'm always trying to make up for it. But the other day they were like, my teenager's like, I don't really even remember you in active addiction. And I was like, bro, don't you remember when the house was clean? That's crazy. I think about it all the time. I really want them to work more. I don't ask them to do things. I really am that kind of parent that doesn't want to parentify my kids or whatever. I just hate saying that, but it's true. I don't want to give them too much. I want them to be able to become doctors. But every once in a while, if I feel ignored, because this is what my kids fear. They fear me relapsing, you guys. That's why they're so well behaved. If I feel like I've gone 3 days on red, I will leave some crumpled up tinfoil and half a straw on the counter. Bro, 10 out of 10 times they clean the house. It's just crazy. My son's wild. He's not like his sister. He's definitely like me. The other day he comes home from a visit with his dad. He was like, when are you going to get a real job? I said, why don't you tell your dad to mind his business? And then I was like, all right, you got me. What do you want to be when you grow up, Donnie? And we do a lot of service work. And he tells me, he goes, I want to be homeless. And I was like, with your genetics, there's a good chance. You might have been bred for that. I try to give him some room to make choices. The other day I said, the house needs a facelift. What do you want your room to be decorated like? I'll let you pick whatever you want. You come up with the idea, I'll bring it to fruition. He goes, oof, I want my room to look like a 7-Eleven. I was like, you've never even been in a 7-Eleven. Every time I give him a choice, I have to allot 5 minutes for him to eeny, meeny, miny, moe his way to a decision, dude. It's just crazy. I did learn some important stuff in rehab, but the one thing I took that I really hold on to, which I think is really important, is that 50% of America is ragingly addicted to Xanax. Other 50%, they hadn't tried Xanax yet. It's a cure-all. It sits on a list with lemon 714s right now. They just took it off the market. No one's ever going to get Xanax again, not real ones. That's crazy. I was like, oh, I'm so glad I gave that up 3 years ago. Y'all finna be miserable. Do you guys remember a while back? Okay. Do you remember those floods that happened in Washington? Those were so scary. And Oregonians, I don't think, gave a care in the world. We were just like, good luck to you. And I started really freaking out. I was like, oh. Because in my mind, I'm in active addiction during the flood. And I'm rich. I don't know how that happened, but I'm also rich. Because I'm standing on my house, right? On my property, on the roof. And I see my other home, that's where the rich part is, secondary home. It's floating away. And I start to really freak out when I remember that inside of that home are all my Vicodin. So I dive in. And in that moment, I think, oh, my Vicodin have probably dissolved in the river. So I start drinking it. And in that moment, I think, the whole pharmacy has dissolved in this river. So I drink the whole river and save Washington, you guys. I'm a giver. I don't know. I just want to save people. All the pharmaceuticals all the time. That was the thing about going to... See, if you take your meds as prescribed, you're a good mom. If you take everyone's meds, you got a problem. I did find my faith pretty on my own. I wasn't brought up in a church. That's probably why I have a faith, right? It wasn't force-fed to me when I was a child. And I just want my parents to kind of follow suit enough to maybe be better. That's right. So it's crazy to lead these horses to water. And so I tell my dad, look, homie, you have little faith. All you got to do is find one thing in the whole world that you can buy into and then wait for a sign they'll keep coming. You'll know what time it is. But my dad's also middle-aged and white. So this was his way he found faith. He went on to Google, and he typed in his first name with the word saint in front of it. What a jerk. He calls me, and he's like, oh, chicken, you're not going to believe this. Guess what kind of saint I would be? And I was like, oh, I'm so proud of you for even Googling that. What kind of saint would you be? And he goes, the saint of dysfunctional families. I was like, oh, there a math equation to this? You're doing a good job. We're all unhinged. So that made me wonder what my mom would be. So I Googled my mom's name with saint in front of it, and it said patron saint of mental illnesses. And I was like, oh my God, 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2. This is magic. And so I Googled mine, and I was the patron saint of 2 things. The first one being piety. And then I had to Google it. You guys know what piety is? Yeah, it's deeds for the Lord, right? So like, I'm draining felons to get into heaven. 1 sack at a time. And the second thing was toxic divorces, and that put me on the map, you guys. Thank you so much, Portland. This has been great.